Hello, this is just a video log because my hair looks really nice and I have been doing these wonderful new hairstyles to experiment with the red, and I am trying to think of new ideas for my videos because the language content has been very fun to do because it allows me to get back into the work of Ling Global, and it also is a means by which I can just kind of explore new languages myself and then revisit old friends, being the polyglot person that I am, that I just enjoy language learning and learning about different cultures. I think the most popular videos were cultures that I was always drawn to, like the Uighur culture in Xinjiang Uyghur Autonomous Region in China, and the people there have always been a topic of research, and the language was really nothing, it wasn't something I ever explored. And then I decided to look into the Uyghur language and to learn more about it and learn a few phrases, and the video did really well because it was a personal passion of mine. And then I started looking into other languages spoken by, so the language is an exploration of less commonly taught languages, but that doesn't necessarily mean minority languages. But I find that minority languages I think they resonate with me. Perhaps it's because there's not a lot of material out there on them. There's not a lot of research, and in some ways maybe some governments are suppressing a lot of the information around the cultures of minority spoken by minority languages and minority people, and there's a lot of political controversy around them. And I know that led me to learn about Karakalpak and the Karakalpak language, which also has they've had a lot of unrest and civil strife that's been happening in Uzbekistan, because this is a culture that exists within Uzbekistan, and Karakalpakstan is a region. And so it's been very exciting and rewarding to explore less commonly taught languages, and I think that this should be a whole subtopic of getting into minority languages that are less commonly taught and endangered. I'm a part of a Facebook group called Endangered and Minority and Indigenous Languages, and so I kind of see a lot of very obscure languages that are presented in the group. So I don't know, I'm very excited to be able to delve into this particular topic. So I love getting the feedback from all of the fans of the Karakalpak language video, and lots of very positive phrases, and it's really nice to be able to look at the Cyrillic style script and be able to read it from my days of studying Russian. So, well, this is honestly where I'm going to end this just vlog commentary, because I just wanted to talk about the languages there and how the languages here could make the channel change trajectories altogether, because I put a lot of political content and kind of lifestyle-y stuff in there, but it isn't as fruitful as people having this curiosity for languages and curiosity about the world and the cultures of the world. And Ling Global was my business for a really long time, and it still is, but I just don't do anything with it. So comment below if you have any concerns, comments, questions, and thoughts. But I don't know, just sharing my mind and recording on my MacBook video camera, which is terrible resolution as opposed to DSLR, the Sony ZV-1, Canon Rebel T5, iPhone, whatever. And all of these high-tech things. I'm not even using a microphone, but I think I will upload this video just to talk about the exploration of languages in the world, and how we should have a healthy curiosity about the world around us, and about I don't know, just being international minded and exploring the world now that, you know, it's safe to do so. We lived 2 years in the pandemic where it wasn't safe to travel, and so I think that I always encourage people to be curious about the world around them and the people within it. And you know, you never want to shut down your mind to another perspective. And maybe that's why in politics I can be pretty progressive and pretty left-leaning, but I just feel like, help me to understand your perspective. And I think that comes from being a person who travels internationally, being a person who's willing to learn about different languages, customs, cultures. And that's something that I've been able to, you know, be a more neutral person when it comes to politics. Of course, I'm going to speak my mind, especially when it's something I care about. I'm going to stand up for it. But I think it helps to bridge different understandings and, you know, kind of have those cross understandings of cultures. So, okay, I just wanted to come back and say that we started a lot of history exploration videos in the beginning of the year, talking about different parts of the world and doing like a historical deep dive, particularly with me and my obsession with tea and the royal family. So we started that series, and I have another video that wasn't uploaded, but we're going to film the end of that and then deep dive into other places of interest around the world. So I'm going to start with the ones that are interesting to me, or the ones that I've been to, and the courses of study that I've had during grad, undergrad, and various, you know, cycles in my education. To, you know, I did an international studies degree for undergrad, and I also focused primarily on Asian studies in the Middle East. I spent a considerable amount of time in Africa, and then looking at the economies of, and particularly development as a graduate student, the economies of Russia, China, South Africa, and India. So these are areas of interest for me, and I just always love the cultures there. So not to say that one culture or another is, you know, one thing or another, but just areas of interest, fascinating to me. So, all right, more history. Stay tuned. With that being said, I'm just gonna end the video. So thank you so much for watching, listening, and to this little discussion about global citizenship and languages of the world. And I keep asking everybody, what direction should we take next? I just filmed a video on Hindi, so I think we're going to go east and explore less commonly taught languages there. So we might go down and east. So, all right. Thank you for listening, watching, and subscribing. Okay, bye.